I already know what it is, man. We done dropped the Juice Boys back in the building, man. What episode we on, bro?
We on like 57 or some shit like that.
Most definitely. And we been locked in.
Get in.
Yes, indeed. We've been locked in for, what, a year and about 2 months now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man.
57. That's like one a week, pretty
One
much.
a week.
At least every 2 weeks. Mm-hmm.
Most definitely, I've been on them a year and 2 months, 3 months, and on. God been doing this big one, man. We have up and down. We have situations. We have hard times. I ain't gonna lie to y'all and tell y'all we don't go through hard time, deal with life situation, life changing, God challenging us financially, spiritually. So don't think that y'all see us on this Instagram, on this YouTube, on this podcast, that everything in life just perfect. It's not that. And I'm going to be honest with you. The more we get connected with God, the more we keep pushing the word of God, the more we keep mentioning God, life get hard. And a lot of people think that we just got it easy. But we ain't going to talk about that. But, man, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all already know it's Big Team 28. We got my brother D Phlo, and we got a very special guest, man. And I ain't going to introduce him, but I'm going to let my brother D Phlo introduce him. But I'm talking about this a very special guest because he come from out there, Louisiana. But it's two different things about Louisiana. You got the South, and then you got the North. He come from that North. And anytime you come from that North, it ain't too many people coming from that North to do what he do. Right. Apply that pressure.
Facts.
Tough.
What's good, dog?
What's good, big dog?
How you doing?
Nice to meet you, bro.
You too.
Coolin'.
So there's a lot of things you do. Wow. I want you to tell the world, like, what do you do?
Okay, like I do music, and all forms of music. You know what I'm saying? I compose because I do movies also. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest things about putting out movies is you gotta have, like your own music. You feel what I'm saying? So like I basically like taught myself how to, compose music. I sing, I rap, I produce, I direct, I act. You know what I'm saying? So I be leaving my movies that I'm shooting to go and be a part of other people's movies as an actor. You feel what I'm saying? I'm also a cameraman. Like I shoot like the BET Awards, the VMAs. I worked on the Grammys, the Super Bowl. Like A-class television. Shout out to my mentor Troy Mosley. Yeah, bro. The internet. I'm a YouTuber. I'm new to the streaming, but like really anything dealing with entertainment, bro. Like all the way around the board, you can't miss me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And two, I'm an artist. I do murals, I do paintings, and I'm a barber also.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
what do you not do?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Shit, right on himself. That's the only thing he don't do is right on himself. He do everything. And I'm trying to tell you, a jack all trades, but I'm trying to tell you something. If you want to be successful in this world, it's very important. You can't focus on one thing. You got to really be in the game to understand. You got to want to build. And not just building on your rap career, building on becoming a camera guy.
Right.
Work on becoming an entrepreneur. Work on becoming a content creator, because guess what? When you have so many backgrounds of all different type of things you could do, they can't miss you.
Because you got to think about it like this. Like if you're making, like you said, if you're making a movie, you know how to shoot it, you know how to act in it, you know how to make the music for it, you know how to direct it, edit. And here's the thing, that goes along with anything you want to do in life. Even being a content creator, if you don't know how to edit, now you got to pay someone to edit.
Right.
If you don't know how to shoot a camera, now you got to, or you don't have a camera, now you got to pay someone to do that.
And that's slowing you down too.
It's slowing you down. It's costing you money, and it's going to make it. You have to quit because you can't afford to continue.
Facts. Cause like as a matter of fact, when I went viral, I was working on Under Armour documentary with Cam Newton.
Wow.
As a cameraman and an editor. You know what I'm saying? So like that's really the reason why I went viral. I had some cheap polo boots, and they was like real hot because we was filming in the sun. It's like 7-on-7, kids 7-on-7, so we was filming them every day and making highlights and just putting some film together. So man, the sun was burning my shoes, bro. Man, I'm talking about, my feet was on
Ain't
fire.
that like in Florida or something? That's where Cam Newton in
Yeah,
Florida?
he be going to Destin.
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
gathered the kids from around
around the world, but
like,
he go to Destin. But that's
That's where
where
the competition
that's where competition at. That's where 7-on-7.
Right.
That's where the top
Uh-huh.
top recruiters. So anytime you going out there in that type of environment, it's very hot. And I know
Bro.
you gotta be really. It's like man, it's like spandex or nothing.
Yeah,
on.
fact.
That's how hot it is. But that's the type. That's why when people say, "Man, I'm from Florida. I'm getting drafted from Florida. I'm getting drafted from out that way." That's why they be so fast because it's so hot you can't keep waiting on you. Name a person from Florida that's fat. Think about it.
Straight up.
Name a person from Florida that's fat. You can name one from Florida.
Hey,
I ain't
Rick
talking
Ross.
about
I'm just
he
gonna
not
say,
from
Rick.
Florida.
Where
he from Miami. It's a difference.
It's
right?
hotter in Miami.
No, it's a difference, bro. It's a difference. Be honest.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. And you know, like the heat, the heat like train your lungs too. You feel what I'm saying? Like breathing, like running and exercising in that heat, it got an effect on your lungs too. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure, it really do.
Yeah,
in the cold
fact.
too. In the cold too.
Right.
So man, shit.
So we was out there, and we was staying at a hotel. I went to the Kmart across the street to get me some more shoes.
Kmart, nigga. Kmart, they don't have Kmart no more.
They do.
Nah, it was a Kmart that I went to. This was probably like 15 or something.
Ooh, they still at that time.
There was a
I
there was
thought
a
you
little
talking
minute
about
ago.
today, nigga. They ain't got no Kmart.
Nah.
People don't even know about Kmart.
Yeah, for real.
That was a cheaper
Kmart.
Walmart.
Yeah, it was a Kmart. It's like your Target or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I walked over there to give me some shoes. They ain't had no strings in them. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, you can't tie them. I got on the internet like, hey, y'all, I got these new Kevin Gates shoes. They don't get tied. They ain't got no strings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was like, that video did like 10,000 views. That was probably like my biggest Insta video because I was like a Facebook dude. You know what I'm saying? So my partner called him. He was like, bro, dude, say it like Kevin Gates has said. Do the same video, and my partner Black Jesus, he was like, bro, do it like Gates would do it. You know what I'm saying? Like put the tattoos on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I did it. Boom, bro. I ain't thinking nothing of it. I sit my phone down. Bro, I go to sleep. I wake up, bro. Like no cap, bro. My life ain't never been the same after that, bro. Like swear to God, my life ain't never been the same, bro. I picked up my phone. And I was turning it off and on because I thought it was broke. I'm like, dang, bro, something wrong with my screen, but it was notifications. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't press nothing. It was so many notifications. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, everybody was hitting me up like, hey, bro, Chris Brown reposted you, this person. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, it took off. And at that time, really, bro, like, people wasn't really going viral so much on Instagram. It was Vine. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody was going.
That was early on.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? So like me being a cameraman gave me the opportunity to go viral and become an influencer. You feel what I'm saying? But I was already acting and like doing movies. I had already got like my first speaking role at that time. And
So,
as a matter of fact, not to cut you off, but as I think about it, I was in a movie, right, with rest in peace Tommy Ford for Martin.
Yeah.
Carl Payne for Martin. Angelina Cortez, she working with Country Wayne right now. Michael Keith for 112. Gail Bean. You probably know Gail Bean
from is it Snowfall?
Yeah. I was her boyfriend in the movie.
Oh,
you know
wow.
Yeah. So that was my first speaking role. The producer sent me to Atlanta to stay with the director to finish the edits. So while I was there staying with him, he was filming Cam Newton. So he took me to film Cam Newton. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
So being an actor led me to Atlanta to be a cameraman and an editor that led me to being going viral, being an influencer. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
That's
like,
crazy. That's God
yeah.
connecting it all up.
Right. And it's connected. Earlier, I shouted out Troy Mosley, right? So Troy Mosley is a television producer. He did like a lot of the shows when BT was playing videos and stuff like that. So he introduced me to a friend of his. They went to Southern University. You know what I'm saying? Together. So he introduced me to this lady named Jennifer, right? So Jennifer takes me on set of the movie just to shoot some BTS, like some behind the scenes. A dude don't show up, so they like, hey, we need somebody to read the script. I was like, I read it. I read it. I did such a good job. They like gave him another part and gave me, that part. You feel what I'm saying? And I was just there doing BTS.
And that was in Atlanta?
Nah, this was in Shreveport.
Oh,
this
Shreveport.
This was in Louisiana. But I had been praying for that though, bro. Like I had
people
been
don't
asking
realize
God
that
for
happens.
that speaking role, and it came so crazy. Like I always thought I was gonna go to LA and audition.
Right.
You feel me? But like he put me right in the mix, and it was crazy because I prayed for a speaking role at a specific age, and that speaking role came at that age.
You know what? When you're specific like that in manifestation, that's how you. That's
very
how
important.
You got to be specific.
Facts. You got to, bro, because that's like with your children. If your children just say, "Hey, I'm hungry," you will bring them back anything. You feel what I'm saying? Even if they say, "I want a burger," not what kind of burger, not what you want on it. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta be specific with God. You feel what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
That's the only way. That's the only way he really meets your criteria when you specific on what you asking for and your determination of what you want. Because he could bring you any type of blessing, but if you ain't specific on the type of blessing you ask for, a lot of people fail to realize, and this I'm gonna give them a little bit of game. A lot of people say, I want to be successful. And God make you successful, but he brings successful with negativity, with something that could destroy you. See, when you ask God for a blessing, you gotta say, I want a blessing, but I don't want the stress. I don't want to be worrying.
Right.
You gotta be specific. When you ask God for something, you gotta be specific. When I told God I want to get to where I need to be, I don't want no problems with it, God. I didn't serve enough problems. I want to get to where I want to be with no problems. I want to be not worrying. Because a lot of people with money, I'm gonna preach to you right now.
Come on.
All these millionaires got money, but they worry more than with a person that got less.
Yeah, they stressing.
They stressing.
Very
so
true. More money, more problems, as they say.
The more money, more problems. But they forgot more money, more problems, and they left out God.
And the word do say, God maketh rich and addeth no sorrow.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's very important.
That's when you get it from God.
Right.
A lot of people don't.
Right. Yeah, and man, like that's a big thing because like I've recently, probably in the last couple of years, I stopped praying for God to give me money, and I started praying for God to help me keep the money that he give me. You feel me?
That's
Because
tough.
that's all you hear in our culture. Hey, get some money. Go get some money.
But never
Who
learned
gonna
how to keep it.
You feel me?
Ooh.
Look at the percentages of the NBA and the NFL.
Who
of
got it?
how many of them go broke? You feel what I'm
lot,
saying? And I want to say this too while I'm thinking about it. Like in our culture, bro, when you see the big dog or the dude who everybody perceive as the big dog and he still got bread, everybody mad at him. You feel what I'm saying? You see they artists and the people that they done put on, they mad at them because of what they still got. But the thing about this is you gotta understand that if these dudes got that and they holding on to it, they're businessmen. You feel what I'm saying? It's their business sense that you gotta emulate because they can give you another $1 million, another hit, another try, another. If you're not business minded, you still gonna end back up where you was. You feel what I'm saying?
Very true.
If you don't understand what to do with it, and I'm just saying that because like I be seeing a lot like you see two people together and then they split and one of them still doing good and one of them ain't.
They fall off.
Somebody feeling entitled. You feel what I'm saying? But it ain't the craft that got them on top. Cause man, look, bro, like
And
it's
there's
a
that
dude.
Gorilla Glow had like a little crew she grew with, and she fell apart with her friends. One of them songs she came out with, and they started as a group, and now she doing
said
her
who?
thing. Gorilla Glow or whatever.
I
Man,
thought you said Gorilla Glue.
no, Gorilla Glow. Ain't she had a group?
Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Ain't she had a group or something or
Yeah,
whatever?
she came in with her homies.
What their name was?
They wasn't you know, I don't think they had a name per
But
se.
they had a big hit. In
Yeah,
She
yeah.
blew up and they didn't.
It was like 5 or 6 something. They was all together. She had them with her, even when she signed her deal. You know what I'm
She
saying?
blew up and they didn't and they feel entitled to something and they be going back and forth.
Right.
You ever saw that on the internet?
Yeah,
where they
yeah, yeah.
go-
I be seeing, you know, like different things, and I'm just saying, like I see that a lot. That's why, you know, like that's why I spoke on it. You feel what I'm
No,
saying?
that's very powerful what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
You pray for keeping the money. There's so many people who get them, or a lot of people, they get the money, but they don't pray on keeping the money. Or they
Right.
just stop praying at all. Like, I got the money, they stop praying, and then the money's gone. They're like,
been
what
through it.
happened? A lot of people go through that. And I
Yeah.
feel like we all got to go through it. I've done it. I've definitely
Right.
been through
Oh
it.
yeah, you definitely
And
got
you know
to.
what? You're going to go through it more than once a lot of, like, everybody's going to go through it more than once. It's just that if you didn't go through that, when the big check comes, I'm talking about like that check that's going to change your life, you have to have had
Gonna
to
squander it.
exactly. So you want to be ready for that. So
Right.
I'm ready for the big check now. I already done
Right.
squandered a couple smaller ones. You know what I
Man,
mean?
come on, man.
I want to ask you something, man. When you first received your big check, how big of a blessing that was to be able to do a lot of things that you wanted to do in your life when you couldn't do it without the blessing?
Bro, I really, 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 really never thought that day was coming for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like I really never thought that day was coming, and I can't even put a word on how doubtful I was about finances. You feel what I'm saying? And it's probably because like I grew up like so extremely broke. You feel me? A lot of people do not know what broke is, bro. A lot of people do not know what broke is, bro. When I say broke, I mean not like, oh, I ain't got nothing but like $170 in my. No, I'm talking about broke without a dime, like nothing, no
Where to
food,
live.
lights off. You feel me? Like the clothes you got, you probably borrowed them from somebody. You feel me? Like that's the type of that's what I grew up under. But it made me creative. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how God give you stuff, bro. Cause like I'm a barber, right? God gave me barbering through bad haircuts. You know, like people was messing up my haircuts, and I took it up on myself. The whole time I never knew God was turning me into a barber with bad haircuts. You feel what I'm saying? Because I would appreciate it. The bad haircuts more. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And barbering like changed my life.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that was probably like the first time some real money came into my house when I started cutting hair. Shout out to my pops Puncho. He bought me to the barbershop. He know I was in my bathroom cutting hair for $1 or $2 or something. You know, he came knocked on my door like, hey bro, it's the kid's prom. I want you to come help me. Man, I think I made like $400 or $500 that day. Like that was the most money I ever had. You feel what I'm saying? And I came home and like gave it all to my mama. You feel me? Because I know what she had been through and what she was sacrificing, trying to, you know, like trying to do for me. But to answer your question, when I got my my biggest check, it was from YouTube. I ain't gonna say the amount, but
Don't say the amount. That nigga making that money now. Don't say the amount. But what did it do?
Man, I was able to do stuff for my daughter and for my mama, and that's really all I wanted to do. And I wanted to travel, like, cause I was traveling broke. Like I was traveling.
That's one of the worst feelings.
Yeah, bro.
Getting on a plane, no lie to you.
I was on a Greyhound.
Getting on a Greyhound, getting on a boy. You know, getting on a Greyhound, you stop at one of them on Greyhound bus station. They got Subway in there.
Speak on it.
And you gotta go up in there and you see niggas eating a whole foot long.
Come on,
and
man.
you can't do nothing but drink water or just get on that bus, stomach in your back.
Come on.
That shit one of the hardest feelings, bro. I ain't
Man.
lying. I'm waiting on somebody to send you some, not Cash App. They didn't have Cash App at this time.
Western Union.
Western Union. and you got to go to Walmart, you better have your ID and it better not be expired. If not, you ain't getting your paper or getting a money order or one of the
Shout out
worst
to my
feelings.
sister, man. Shout out to my sister, Chris.
When you first received your first what it was MoneyGram.
Bro, like that, I'm telling you, like
That's how people used to pay you, man.
that's what, like, me saying I used to travel broke, bro. Like I do the best I can before I get to calling home. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said shout out to my sister, Chris, because she'll always have a little something to spare. You know, when I was on my journey trying to come up, and the dude that I worked up under at the barber shop, I know I used to get on their nerves. Both of them, like it's John and Puncho. You feel me? Like two dudes I used to work with. They was older than me, so they kind of took me up under their wing. But like, bro, I swear, bro, them dudes never told me no, bro.
Never told you
Never
no?
told me no. Like I'm talking about, I'm calling like, hey, bro, I'm in Chicago, bro. I'm in New Orleans. Man, I need $20. I need $25. I need you feel what I'm saying? So like I with you saying that, bro, you really took me back, bro, because then, you know, like the internet wasn't really popping. You feel me? Like
Right. They
you
weren't
had
paying.
to really go take a chance. You know what I'm saying? So like when I say I was traveling broke, I experienced that, bro. Like the bus stopped and you really don't even want to get off the bus.
Cause you ain't got
you
no
know you
money.
finna see people eating. You know what I'm saying? Man, come on, man. Come on, bro.
I couldn't even get nothing, man. I just spent everything I had to get this bus ticket to go out there, and I ain't got nothing, man. I remember some people used to ask me, man, you don't want to get off? We stopping, we got another 4-5 hours. You know what I used to tell them?
Shut your
Nah,
legs.
man, I'm a chill. I'm all right. I'm just fasting right now. Not knowing you ain't have no paper.
On me.
That shit hurt it.
On me, bro.
You know what I mean? And so understand that to get to where you want to be, you got to go through some pain. You got to go through some situation. That shit gonna hurt. Your stomach got to touch your back. Sometimes you got to understand, everybody ain't gonna tell you yeah in this world. It's somebody out there don't see your vision. But one thing I need you to understand, you better keep fucking going. That vision, that shit hurt. That vision, that shit hurt. That's like pain. That's like going to the gym 100 days, no days off. That's the vision. But the success is not like the vision. The vision is walking that path and going through the trials and tribulations. That's what people fail to realize. They look at the vision and the success the same. That shit ain't the same. The vision is you gotta go through mud. You gotta walk through some shit. Your feet gonna hurt. You heard what the man said. He was behind the scene. He wasn't on no camera. He didn't expect to get here, but he know his manifestation. He saw his work that he saw the crowd that he was putting in. Sometimes you ain't gotta be in front of the camera to end up in front of the camera. That's why.
Hey, no, that's powerful.
This the janitor. That was the janitor.
Facts.
That was the
End up
janitor.
owning the company.
That
How
owned
much-
the company, the one that Kevin Gates said, hey, I treat the owner like the janitor and the janitor like the owner, because if you got that trust and believe in your craft and your work ethic and you trust and believe in the man up above, he'll put you somewhere in a situation where you ain't even
No,
expect.
it's really true, and I've lived it too. Like being in Atlanta, like you'll be around, you'll be on movie sets. You know what I mean? You might just be with your homeboy. You know, Little Zane.
Yeah.
That he used to manage me when I was in Atlanta. So I'm rapping. He's managing me. So he's shooting movies. He's like, hey, come to the set. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on set, just like chilling. I'm not even there to do anything, to be on, to do camera work or nothing. I'm just chilling, just watching, and then somebody don't show up. Like I'm just sitting there. I'm never acted in my life, and they're like, hey, well, we need this person. We need somebody for this role. I'm like, well, shit, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? What y'all need? You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
And that's how you get in movies. So when you said that, it was really coming. Like I was filmed. That's why I asked where you were. You said you're in Shreveport, which is also another place where they have been shooting a lot of movies, especially now with 50 Cent.
Yeah.
But it's like, but in Atlanta especially, like there's so many movies getting shot, you don't even know it. And it's like, and you might just be there. For whatever reason, you might be at the club, all of a sudden it's a movie set. You're like, you're like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? I might be loving hip hop or whatever. You're like, well, shit, I'm here, you know. You end up in it.
Bro, that's why I always encourage people to show up.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta show up, bro. Show up. Showing up is everything. And see, the thing that you battling when it's time to show up, people want to show up and they want their feelings to be intact. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to move as humans unless we feel good about it. You feel what I'm saying? But God is like showing you that everything that's like that he wants you to do that's worth something, man, your heart might not be in it. Damn. Your feet still gotta move though. Damn. You feel what I'm saying? Your feet still, and see, like when people say faith, bro, faith is a verb. That's action. You feel what I'm saying? Faith ain't wishing.
It's not a noun.
It ain't wishing. It ain't sitting. Cause guess what? If you say, hey, bro, I'm finna smack you. If I believe you, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna duck. I'm gonna show some type of action. If I don't believe you, guess what I'm gonna do?
Right.
I ain't gonna move. So when you not moving, you don't believe God because you ain't moved. You feel what I'm saying? If you believe him, you move. You feel me? And your heart ain't gonna be intact at first. You ain't gonna feel good at the beginning. Stuff start falling in place as you go. You feel what I'm saying?
That's the way his blessings work.
That's the way he work. You feel me? So
wow.
Like the thing I always tell people, I can guarantee you I know what happened if you don't go.
Ooh, you fell.
You miss all the shots you don't take.
Ooh.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm a psychic when it comes to that.
That's one thing you don't show. If you don't try, you don't win. Look, I tell a person that all the time. If you ain't willing to take one shot out of 10 shots, you ain't guaranteed to win.
Zero.
You zero.
Not even that you win, because sometimes when you lose, you win. Because of the people you meet. You might go to this event, like you said some really hard shit when you said that your heart may not be in it. It may not feel like something that's going to benefit you. Like, I'm not in the spotlight of this event. I'm just going on the sidelines to watch.
Right.
You're not going there with an intent for yourself. And because of your, God will bless you for those types of intentions you have. That's a pure intention. You're there to support. Right. You go there to support, and then they're like, hey, we need you for this opportunity. Or you might perform at a show that you went to. You were there to support, but you went up on stage. There's so many things that happen because you're there.
Bro, that's the like me meeting Oprah, right? And I
Oprah?
I met Oprah, bro.
Nigga, you
no
met
cap.
Oprah?
I met Oprah and I got a picture with her.
You met Oprah, nigga?
Hey,
hold on. Say, man. We talking about one of the most Louisiana, North
Louisiana.
Come on, man. Say, man.
I met Oprah, bro.
I said, nigga, I'm blessed to sit on the side of you, nigga.
And bro,
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Looks could be deceiving. It ain't about what they look like they have or what they have. Nigga got to tell you their story. Right. You got to be willing to listen. Don't just look at what you think God bless with people, bless the material thing. God bless people with less different material in different ways that it's situation where people been around. It's people that got financially blessings with material things that ain't been in this situation. So I'm talking about
it. And that's crazy that you say that, because that was the lesson that God was teaching me when I met Oprah. He was showing me the fact that, like, okay, I was driving a billionaire around. A billionaire.
How you get all these jobs, nigga?
Bro.
How, bro?
Man, look, prayer and favor.
And personality.
It's all good, bro. It's all.
I know it ain't
it's
you.
all
good. Talking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you're using their personality.
Yeah.
Personality is one of the. Say that again.
Yeah.
Your personality, your determination, your pure heart. That shit take you farther than money. It take you farther than.
That's the word. It say, seek ye first the kingdom and all his righteousness. Now think about this.
That's his verse.
What is? That's me. That's me.
You been watching me?
That's me. Of course.
God damn, man. Y'all better pay attention, man. The man not just understanding the acting scene and the creativity. The man got knowledge and understanding that.
For
listen,
sure.
Now
I gotta use God.
Come on. Check this out, bro. When it say seek ye first the kingdom and all his righteousness. Now look, when they ask Jesus, what is the most important commandment? Now he finna tell you what seeking ye first mean. What's the most important? That mean what's first? Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Ooh.
You feel what I'm saying?
Man, why you preaching like that?
Come on, man.
I ain't know you had that much.
Come
sense.
on. Come on.
I ain't know you had that much sense.
And
you got some
then,
knowledge.
come on, look. And then I'm finna teach y'all the spiritual hustle.
Come on,
I'm finna give y'all the spiritual hustle.
Talk to me.
So he say, seek ye first the kingdom and all his righteousness, right?
Most definitely.
And they asked Jesus, what's the most important commandment? Jesus said, love thy neighbor as thyself. So this means people. He's saying what you need to do is prioritize human beings. What happens when you prioritize human beings? Now all the rest of these things, material will be added. Once you understand that what you ought to do first is love people, and not place things
before
above
people.
You feel what I'm saying? Now I'm walk you through a little bit. Just
Come on now, you preaching
just
to me, man.
just to put some confirmation on this.
They only know
Come
you
on,
for
man.
your funny content.
Come on, yeah.
And funniness is in there.
I'm
Man,
a whole reverend,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
a big reverend.
See what I'm saying? That's why I said, man, God got so many things. He got a different calling on you. And one of the hardest things is we want to be a football player, but not knowing we could be a head coach.
Come on.
We want to be a football player, but not knowing we could be a head coach. Sometimes football playing, that deteriorate what God have for you. God got something more for you. Sometimes we settle for what we want and not what God wants for us. And you got to understand, when God want more for you, he going to challenge you, and he ain't going to give you that opportunity that you want. That's why I say, that's what he said. Don't want what you want. Ask God what he wants you to be and not what you want to be, so you can serve purpose.
Come on. And with you saying that's crazy, because that was my first dream, to play football. And I didn't understand, until God started showing me, you don't hear from football players. You feel me? When you a man of God, your biggest asset to the kingdom gonna be what you saying, what come out of your mouth. You feel what I'm saying? Football players they run around and play. You don't really know none of their personalities. You don't hear from them. They're there for their athleticism. You feel what I'm saying? So God wanted me in a place like this for people to hear my voice.
100%. 100%.
Please, you guys to say that one more time, man.
Football players are there for their athleticism. You don't hear from them. So you don't know their personality or what's in their brain and what's in their heart, because they there because they can run and they can. But God want to put you in a position where people can hear from you. Because what's the word if you don't speak? You feel me? If you ain't
nobody's
talking.
Listening.
You feel what I'm saying? But that profession, that particular profession, people don't hear from you. So if God, he could have easily made that happen for you, but he want to put you in a position to be more influential.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Somewhere where people could hear your voice. You feel what I'm saying? So with and back to what I was saying about this what God was showing me about that verse. Seek ye first the kingdom and all his righteousness. So it's important, man, you gotta watch how God prioritizes stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So he put things after people. He said, seek ye first the kingdom, right? And all these things will be added. So once you form an alliance with humans that you understand that they are more important than the things, guess what happened now? Pay attention to this. Now you can have anything. You can have anything once you realize that things don't come before people. You feel what I'm saying? Because now God don't mind you having them, because he know it's not going to ruin his initial cause. I mean, his initial objective, which is to have you align with a person. But if things can come in between you and people, you ain't ready for them.
Come on, man.
You feel what I'm saying? You ain't ready for the
man.
Now look.
You preaching, boy.
Now you got to understand, when he talking about the mark of the beast, right? He say they going to accept the mark on their forehead and on their hand, right? Your head resembles what you think. Your hand resembles what you do. But what do you have to do before you make a move? You got to think. It comes from the brain. So therefore, he's saying the things are going to control their brain, therefore going to have access to their hands. And they hurting each other and killing each other with their hands over the things, because the things have their mind. So when you worrying about the mark of the beast, it means to be to be under the subjection of things, to the point to where you willing to hurt
do anything for the thing
behind it, but for the things.
Wow.
The real war that's going on out here, bro, is the dead against the living. It's the things against us, and we losing. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
We losing.
They got power over us. They're not even alive.
They not even alive. You feel what I'm saying? That's when he said, you gonna know Jesus by the holes in his hand. He gonna be talking about a lot of stuff that you gonna know he been dead. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna know because he gonna be speaking words like that. You feel what I'm saying? Giving form to things that ain't have no form. You feel me? But that's the war, the living against the dead. And we supposed to be aligned and saying, hey, y'all, this we got souls, this stuff. Let us not kill each other for the stuff.
Worth it.
You feel what I'm saying? It's not worth it. You feel me? Once, and I feel like that's what the new world is gonna be like. That's the new Jerusalem. When people figure out that they are more important than the stuff, and we just stop.
You know what's crazy?
We just stop hurting each other.
You know what's crazy about that? You made such a good point. What you just said was a very powerful testimony. And I'll tell you what, this is not a coincidence. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always put in our face of things on the social media, on the commercials. Like, they're always trying to put those things in front of us, and so that we will do exactly what you did. We will want the things over how much we love the people around us. Like, we will mess someone over, fuck someone over who we love because we love the thing more, right? Like, we will rob them for the stuff they have, knowing that that's what they worked their whole life for, just so we can get the things that we want.
Come on, now check this out. I really gotta say this, and I get passionate about it, you know.
Come on, talk to me, man. We got you on the job, the Jews, boys, man.
I get passionate
this
about
this.
this.
This what we coming for. We love this type of stuff, man.
Cause you know, like I'm a real stepper in that world, bro.
I know you're a real stepper. I know
like
you
in that world, like in that. That's how I measure myself. You feel me? I'm a real one in that world. Like, you feel me? In that realm, and you is too, bro. I know you one of the ones. But check this out.
Talk to me.
Check this out. Now, heaven ties into what we just got through saying with the seek ye first and the things in the mark of the beast. The way heaven is constructed has architectural importance. You feel me? Architectural importance. Notice, the rose in heaven is made out of what? Gold, right? What's gold to us? It's money.
It's money.
Currency.
It's currency.
But the people in heaven are above the gold. They walk on it to show you what's more important.
It's not worth anything.
It's not worth it.
Right. God put the currency under the people for a reason. Now, guess what happens when you on earth and you start to put people over currency? Now, heaven comes to earth. When you pray, you say, our Father which art in heaven, thou kingdom come on earth like it is what?
Water in heaven.
Like it is in heaven. You feel me? Now you just brought heaven to earth.
But you know what's crazy? You can do it right now. In this life.
That's what I'm saying. You feel me? Now, and I want to make people understand something. That's just like me being aligned with you, right? I know one thing. You know, God put it on my mind. Okay, you finna get in shape. You feel what I'm saying? You finna get in shape. When you walked up, I'm like, dang, this nigga look like a NFL player or something, like, you feel me? And that comes with you. Cause you a trainer, you a fitness person. So if you get, like cool with somebody, or you and somebody start intertwining, fitness comes with you. When you start intertwining with God, all his gifts come with him. You wondering why you blessed. You wondering why all this stuff changing in your life.
So you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
break it down a little. Just break it down a little more. You're saying when you in touch with somebody who doing right, who doing righteousness, who being obedient, who serving God, who being attached to what his purpose is, and you align yourself with that person, you start reading the benefits of that person.
That person, whatever they do.
They say, so this what he's saying. Let me break it down for the ones who fail to realize. When you put yourself in good situations.
Come on, bro. Come on. That's like I'm a barber, right? So all my partners be fresh. That come with me. Being around me, you would bump into a fresh lineup. You feel what I'm saying? So imagine when you start living your life in a way that God can come around you. Because it's clean. 100%. You feel what I'm saying? Because you without sin. You feel me? When you stop sinning with these hands, God start blessing them. He start putting money in them. You feel what I'm saying?
And it's tough, man. You got to understand. We tell them, when you stop sinning, you start losing the things that you love the most. When you stop sinning. A lot of
You
things
lose love
you
for it.
lose a lot of love. You lose love for all the bad things. And I want to be honest with you. When I stop sinning, that's why I say all the time. They say, what is your purpose? I say to be 99% right every day. That means serving God and being obedience to the word and attracting good people, doing what God wants you to do. And guess that's what your lineup is. That's what you are lined up for. That's what your purpose is. And when you start doing that, life gonna change. Life gonna be different. Things gonna be different. It's gonna hit you different. You know, a lot of times when I go into things, people have bad intentions. But when I go in there with the right mindset and I turn and I say, God, let you have your way in this place. God, go do what you got to do before I walk in there. So before I walk in there, I want you to make sure you turn the people that got negativity into positivity. So when I go in there, I can serve your purpose because we going into these opportunities where these people don't have good intention.
Right.
But when you send God in there first and not you, guess what God do? He turn these hearts into to something. He makes sure they understand you that it ain't about the money. We not chasing the money no more. I know he not chasing the money. We chasing we want to see we chasing healthiness. We chasing forever lasting. We chasing legacy. If you're not here to leave
Stuff
a
that money
legacy,
can't buy.
then what you here for?
Right.
When they put him in that grave, guess what they gonna say? He did. Hey, he helped me with this. He served me with this. He
Right.
did this. He made an impact.
That's
It's
what people
about
R.I.P.
remember.
to
That's
Nipsey.
what's. Oh yeah, Nipsey. Yep.
made a big impact, dog.
And I think like Nipsey kind of branded legacy because I don't think people paid much attention
Or cared.
to legacy or cared until like what happened to him and everybody seen like his
Wow.
legacy, bro. Like all this stuff like just start coming out of every corner and people just start saying all this stuff and singing his praises and talking about what he did and now people are thinking like, man, what do I want people to say about me when I'm gone? You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? And I think like he a big part of that.
He was bigger
sure.
than Young Dolph.
I think like in my opinion,
In LA
in
probably.
my opinion, he was, cause like, bro, you gotta understand, like, it's people that get rich and famous in California and don't leave.
I mean, that's every city. That's
Yeah,
every
yeah,
city. Mhm.
yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's big enough to host its
Yeah,
own stars.
100%.
Feel me? Like Texas, you know?
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of artists here like
Bro,
that.
you could do. It's rappers that could do enough shows in Texas and never have to leave Texas and be rich.
Yeah.
Be rich. You know, like, cause to be honest, I think Texas rappers like got a lot more actual liquidation than everybody else. You feel me? Like when you come to Texas and you see these rappers and you see how they living, they real deal got cars and land and houses and it's a difference. You feel what I'm saying?
very true.
It's a difference. And
It's huge. This is the biggest market for one state in the whole country.
Right. The
This
biggest
is?
music market.
Yeah, because you got all these cities they can tour, and they're all. It's like it's a certain sound here.
Yeah.
You know, they had their time where like the Texas rappers were like in the game, like in the industry.
Right.
They kind of just became Texas.
Man, shout out Trey the Truth. That nigga gave me my opportunity last year, and that shit helped me a lot. Man, Trey the Truth, if you watching this, man, you one of them biggest
man, that's gonna have a
influencer.
legacy,
You one of them
bro.
biggest influencers, man. And my boy love to get on that Trey the Truth next year, 2025,
Trey Day.
2026.
For
He
sure.
love to get on that Trey the Truth Trey Day because he'll make a big impact, make a big difference, man.
Yeah. Bro,
Trey.
that stuff be big, bro. That stuff be big.
I did a 2024. Me and him went and I ran into Trey the Truth at the gym, and me and him passed a few words. I told him check out my gram. He told me he was gonna give me an opportunity. I walked off. I kept walking. I'm like, man, this man lying. He Trey the Truth. I don't believe him.
Right.
And he wound up seeing my video, Mama. This one person that went like 20-something million with Meek Mills reposted it for Mother's Day, and I started walking off. I said, God, if it's meant for me, then you gonna make it happen. I walked off. He told his camera guy, call him back. He called me back. He said, Trey the Truth said he gonna give you an opportunity. He gonna have his assistant to call you. I'm like, man, yeah, whatever. God said, you don't trust and believe in my word. I promise you I'm gonna make it happen. And week passed, 2 weeks passed. I ain't hear from him. 3 weeks passed, getting closer to Trey the Truth. he called me. His assistant called me. I was super excited.
Yeah.
I was sitting at the house just preaching, just telling her. She said, look what she told me. One of the hurting things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pay attention to your followers.
Mm.
I worry about what type of relationship
character.
you in, your character, what you is, who you is, how you carry yourself. She said, forget your followers.
Come on.
I need to know who you is as an individual. And I'll never forget her. We had on that
was on
show.
our
She
Drop the
was on
Jewels.
our Drop the Jewels. And that right there let me know that anything possible if you trust and believe in the word of God. And guess what? Trader True, one of the, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I talk to him all the time. He texts me, we text. He one of the most underrated rappers
facts.
it is
Facts.
from Houston, just over the world.
Yeah, fact.
And you know,
I was in Tampa listening to him.
yeah,
back in
but
the
you
day.
know, one of the hardest things is, man, to be underrated, to be overrated when it comes down to surviving, to making sure that you make sure your community, anything that you mentioned with storm, survival, hazard.
Yeah, he's all about the
He-
community.
he
Very, very
big.
humble dude.
So, you know, one of the hardest things is I told him about, I said, man, do you know, I love the way you rap. I love the music you put out, the sound you put out. But one of the hardest things that I had to tell him was, do you know God got a bigger purpose for you? A lot of times you got to
Facts.
understand that your purpose be bigger than what your dream is. And he said, why, man? Why you going to tell me that? I said, because God wants you to be a preacher. He said, but I'm a rapper. I said, but rapping ain't good. God got a bigger calling for you. So you got to be willing to accept your calling and not your dream.
Facts. Facts.
You
your
have
dream
to
and
align
your
your dream
calling.
and your calling. They have to be aligned, and I think that's a hard.
Was that hard
people.
for you?
Nah, not really, because this is what God showed me. Like, I always had a passion for film. Like, I always loved camera.
Was that
You feel what I'm
behind the
saying?
scenes, like camera?
Yeah, like
Shooting.
just shooting.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I got a passion for it. So God was showing me, like, as I got older, he was showing me that I could give you this stuff to, just to say it. But the eyes and the ears of the world are not on the pulpit. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that ain't where people going for wisdom and knowledge.
100%.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So God is sending people to the place where everybody gathered at, to the internet, to the theaters, you feel what I'm saying? So with me, I knew that God is giving me this wisdom and this knowledge, and I'm a put it on film. You know what I'm saying? I'm a shoot movies, and I'm gonna tell these stories through documentaries and films. So it all made sense to me. And I was watching the Book of Eli. Shout out to Denzel Washington. I had an opportunity to work with him too.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Say, bro, what's
Denzel
up, bro?
Washington.
What's up, bro? Let me go and get that autograph right now. Man, we talking about, we sitting next to a young man that been, see, that's the thing that I want people to realize and understand, D Phlo. When I met him, he wasn't closer to God. He didn't understand. He had a understanding, but he wasn't connecting.
Right.
He wasn't aligned with what God trying to do. And when I first met him, I never forget this. When I first met him, a young lady, I would never forget her name on Chriselle. You know what I'm talking about? Chriselle. And when I met her, I saw her come out the podcast. I wake up at like 3:30, 4 in the morning, and I saw her on the podcast, and I said, hey, what that was like on that podcast. She said, Desmond, you should go on there. You gonna speak the word of God. The world need it. I'm like, man, but that's a white boy. How you gonna relate to what I'm about to talk to? And then she said, just hit him up right now and just go. Man, I think I messaged him at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Remind you, he ain't waking up at 5.
Right.
That's my timing.
Yeah.
So when he did hit me back, it was about 1 o'clock. I said, hold on, man. He said, so what you hit me? I said, man, I want to come on the podcast. He said, what time good for you? I said, man, what's good for you? I ain't never been on, I've been on a podcast, but it ain't going to be like this.
Right.
And he said, man, such and such. I said, don't work for me. So when I did do it, when we wind up meeting, and I was super excited.
That's how we
went
met.
to the gym. That's
That was
how
the day we met.
1
That's
year
cold.
ago. Never know them before then.
Yeah.
Went to got a haircut, told my barber, I'm going on a podcast. I'm going to speak to this young man, and I'm going in. I need to let the world know how good God.
Bro.
When I came here, I kid you not, if you walked up to that door, the camera said, how could I help you? If no, matter of fact, it didn't because the door was open. But if you'd have walked up and said, "How could I help you?" You would have said, "Oh, I'm just here to do a podcast." The camera would have said, "What package you come to deliver?" You would have been like, "No, I'm here to do the podcast." It would have asked you that.
Yeah.
So the devil will trick you out your position to change your perspective of what you come to preach. God not
What your
when
message
God
is.
with your message is when God laid on your heart to speak that message, no matter how many times the enemy try to trick you, you gotta stand on that business. In life, you gonna go through trials and tribulations, but you gotta know who God is. You gotta know that God greater than anybody over this world. So when you going through your hell and our water, understand that you might have an umbrella right now, but 10 seconds from now, you can put your umbrella up because the rain is no more coming. God will change light today and day to night, but you got to trust and believe in a man. So what I'm trying to tell you is, when I came in, I told him, looked him in the eyes. You know what I told him? He said, I said, when I was leaving out the room, I would never forget about 10:30. I said, we going viral. I said, God laid it on my heart that we about to be one of the illest, sickest, up-and-coming podcasts in the world. And when I did that and I told him that, he was like, man, how? I said, watch me. God laid it on my heart. So when I left, the next day I hit him. I said, is the video ready? He said, nah. Next day, is it ready? Nah. Sooner when he let it be ready and showed me, I woke up one morning, Kevin Gates. 1 million views, Kevin Gates.
You went viral
He
most
on
of the time.
Sanders.
Crazy.
And because I got my own podcast too, so he came on my
I
podcast.
came on his
We
podcast.
went viral.
We went viral on his podcast. And then me and him became close, and he said, hey, man, you want to do a podcast with him? I'm like,
No, he was like, I want to come back and do another episode.
I want to do 2-3 episodes.
And he came through. I was like, I don't feel like there's a point in us doing a bunch of episodes. So why don't we just do one? Let's just start another one.
Podcast.
Now
That's
we got
dope.
And we came with Drop the
That's
Dude.
dope.
And we came with this vision. And, bro, I'm going to tell you, we had our
Now we're
goods.
57 episodes in.
57 episodes. So when God laid on your heart, when God tell you to do something, when you're obedience to God, God will bring strangers in your life, on your path, that you would least expect it to be the most successful person with you. So stop looking at who you love and start looking at who God wants in your life.
Right.
We can't accept who
God
we
will
love.
show you, but you have to accept it. You have to
That's
accept
one of
those
the hardest
people.
things.
And a lot of people aren't willing to step to the plate.
Come on, man.
Sometimes
Talk
the
to
plate,
me,
it's a big plate. It's hard to step up to that plate. But you got to step up to that plate. So back to what you were saying about Book of Eli. What were you saying about that?
The Book of Eli. I was watching this movie, and Denzel in that movie was the only person that can understand the Bible.
Yeah.
Right? Like the war.
But you don't know what it is in the
Right.
movie.
The movie, they just after this thing.
It's just a book.
You don't You don't know like what they after, but all these crews, it's like after this big wreckage, or like, you know, like
The world ended.
Yeah, like the world ended. So, you know, so everybody is after him because he got something valuable. Turns out it's the Bible.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So when they finally apprehended him and tied him up and chained him up and got it, they couldn't even read it because it was in Braille and he was blind. You feel what I'm saying? So he's still the only one that knew to understand the Bible. But he was trying to get the Bible to the West Coast.
Yeah.
Hollywood. You feel what I'm saying? So that the guy in the movie, I mean the guy that he was getting the book to
Was meeting,
could
yeah.
write it out. So it can be, you know, like, it could be published so everybody can read it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So he was basically taking the word to Hollywood.
From across the country.
So that's kind of what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? I'm bring God into film, but it gonna be so smooth you ain't gonna even, you know, because bro, like really, God makes so much sense. You know, like it makes so much sense that people don't understand that when you making sense, it's God. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, like I'm gonna tell you a church song that nobody knew was a church song. You feel what I'm saying? It's a gospel song.
Talk to me.
Beat It by Michael Jackson.
Really?
It's a gospel song. You know why?
Interesting.
God said, peacemakers shall be called the children of God. Michael Jackson is saying, don't try to be tough. Just beat it. Let it go.
Oh, yeah.
Don't try to be, you
Yeah.
better run, you better do what you can. Don't try to be a macho man. The fire's in the eye. Better do what you just beat it. But you wanna be bad, just beat it. He telling you live another day. Be peaceful. Let it go. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
But it's so smooth and it's so you really don't even know.
I didn't even realize this. You just said
You
that.
feel what I'm saying? So that's how my film's gonna be, you know. But right now I'm just kind of right. I'm just feeling stuff out. I'm just seeing what works, what don't. You feel what I'm saying?
So I will tell you one thing. The movie with Jesus. What was it? Mel Gibson did it. It was the one where they showed Jesus getting killed. Passion of Christ. So with that movie, when he put that out, which that's a very, that's not subtle like you said. But nobody would back that movie. Like no publication would publish the movie. Nobody would get behind it. So it's definitely a little more of a harder path. But you know what's crazy is like it's with us with the podcast. It's the same thing we kind of see. Like we're bringing it to the internet. Bringing God's spirituality to the internet. So I definitely love that vision.
And you know, bro, like God you gotta be one of them people that stand up for him in order for him to be able to do what he do.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Publicly.
So like, yeah. So like if the internet, like the internet is not Jesus and God friendly, right? If you be the person that stand up and still represent what it is that you know that's right, God will get the opportunity to make you bigger than the internet. You feel what I'm saying? That's how he moves.
Right.
You feel me? That's what he means when he say faith of a mustard seed will move a mountain. Things that don't move, things that don't change will be changed if you have faith of a mustard seed. Prime example, I'm from Mansfield, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Population really, they say probably like 1,300, but probably about like 500 people that I know. You feel what I'm saying? 400-500 people, right? So this the smallest, most countryest town that you still see people riding horses up and down the street.
Wow.
We ain't got a mall, we ain't got a Burger King, we ain't got like 2-3 restaurants.
Walmart, nothing.
Yeah, we got Walmart. Walmart is like the mall.
Oh, wow.
Like that's it's Walmart is like the biggest store in the city. You feel what I'm saying? But like everything that you want to do, you got to go to another city to do it, right?
It's like an hour, or how far is that? 30 minutes?
Like from Shreveport is probably like 30 minutes.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? From the city
Gotcha.
where you can go,
Yeah.
But like I wanted to act. I used to practice. You know what I'm saying? I was practicing.
What does practicing look like? In the mirror?
In the mirror. I would always do my own little whatever. So like it was just something that I did because I always like had this passion for TV and wanted to be on TV and So I was sitting at the table and the presence of God hit me and I told my mama, I was like, Mom, I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm about to be on TV. Like something big finna happen. I told my mama that. So picture me and my mama riding through Mansfield and we see Denzel Washington.
You see Denzel
downtown
Washington.
Mansfield.
What the hell?
And this what happened, bro. Like I looked at him, I said, man, that look like Denzel Washington, my favorite actor.
Wow.
The person that I was building myself up to one day work with. And God started me off with the person that I wanted to end up working with.
That's amazing.
I ain't gonna keep going on, but
Man, you come on now.
Come on now,
man. You said
God
that.
started me off working with the actor I wanted to end up working with.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? So we passed by. I said, man, that look like Denzel. We went to the store. We came back. I knew it was him then because everybody was outside. You feel what I'm saying? Now you got to understand, I'm in Mansfield, Louisiana. No movies, no media attention, no none of that is there. But God brought Hollywood to me. I didn't have to go to Hollywood.
Most definitely.
Faith of a mustard seed
Come on.
moves a mountain.
Moves a mountain.
You feel what I'm saying? Hollywood came to me.
Can I ask you one thing? Show them the size of a mustard seed.
Man, it's
Just give a little example with your hand.
It's
That
real
moves mountains.
It's real small.
It's real small. And to understand that if you trust and believe in God, the size of a mustard seed will move a mountain. That means That's like 0 to nothing.
and that's telling you do a little work.
That's it.
Like, do a little, just do a little something.
bit.
Even if you don't trust me and you don't believe me, he almost daring you to move. He like, when you move, I'm gonna show you. You put a little action behind this, I'm gonna show you what's up.
Man, you
You
preaching,
know what I'm saying?
boy.
Yeah, like bro, that's what people gotta understand. Having faith is not tricking your mind to not have doubt. Having faith is having all the doubt and still moving your feet.
Shoot.
You still on your way with a heart and mind full of doubt.
Man, he
That's
dropping
what
the
faith
jewels.
is. You feel what I'm saying?
Y'all, we dropping the jewels, man. We got one of the illest, one of the
on,
sickest.
man.
The man just ain't an entrepreneur. He ain't
man.
just a barber. He ain't
on,
just
man.
a content creator. He ain't just a filmer. He ain't just a guy that's
Lord.
holding the camera. But he trust and believe. He know the word of God, and he seeking the knowledge of the
You should do a
kingdom, man.
podcast,
You very
You should do
smart.
a podcast.
Yeah, I be
My
thinking about it,
goodness,
bro.
But he one of the more clones. He love Kevin Gates, and I love Kevin Gates. But
Oh yeah, a big fan, bro. Big fan.
bruh, he's showing y'all he understand the word of the God. He understand the Bible,
That's
man.
what this about. Yeah, that's what this about. This is like, and a lot of times, you know, people like don't understand that God is the force that's pushing you. They just see like the results of the force. You feel me? And now they're in competition. Now they're in competition and don't even understand that is God, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like you what you might want to emulate or what you might want to take from me, you don't understand that it's all spiritual. You feel what I'm saying? It's all spiritual. None of this, bro. Like nothing that's ever happened for me did not have like God was everything. Like, bro, all this stuff, like everything that's coming, even the stuff that I'm gonna do. You feel what I'm saying? Even the stuff and the reason why I don't be tripping and I can be patient about what God is gonna do for me is because God do maintenance first. You feel what I'm saying? He tell you like what would be the purpose of lighting a candle and putting it under the table? You feel me? What would be the purpose of putting a brand new sheet on a dirty bed? You gotta clean the bed first, unless it's just gonna ruin the sheet. You feel what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is I be thanking God every day that I didn't make it when I thought I wanted to make it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I had feelings that I shouldn't have had. I had habits that I shouldn't have had. I had people in my life that shouldn't be there. You feel what I'm saying? That wasn't a place for $1 million. You feel me? That wasn't the grounds.
Talk
That
to
wasn't
me
the
now.
grounds for $1 million. You feel what I'm saying? That was and I want people to understand this too, bro. People chase money because money has a reputation of being something that brings you smiles.
Oh.
You feel what I'm saying?
Say that one
That's
more
the
time, please.
reputation
Say that
of
one more
stigma.
time,
Right.
please.
People chase money because money has a reputation for bringing smiles. That's what's being perpetuated. That's not money actual identity. It's actual identity when you start to break it down and look into it. It's people that are more hurt for money than smiling. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because you got to understand, bro. Think about what it feels like to go to the casino and lose $1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now think about the people that had their hands on $100 million and lost it. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't no worse hurt than that.
Yeah.
It ain't a hurt on earth worse than that. That's just like the difference between falling off the steps and falling off a skyscraper. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, you spin game.
You're gonna get injured when you fall from that high. So that's why God love you enough not to give it to you. You feel what I'm saying? And he wish, like the word say, that you know that you prosper and be in good health. But man, you got to start. If you want money, you got to start preparing yourself mentally. That's the biggest part of it. How you want some money and you ain't never wrote in a notebook what the first or second thing you gonna do with it? You feel what I'm saying? The only way you beat the storm is if you put up the sandbags before the storm get there.
God damn,
Because
boy.
once it hit,
Hey, you preaching,
No,
man.
done.
Say,
You're
bro.
done.
We got, bro, that boy come through and spit some knowledge, bro.
for real.
I ain't lying, bro. I can't even compete to the energy that you bringing. He said, how could you compete with the storm? How could you beat the storm if you ain't willing to set sandbags? You want the money.
Before the storm.
You want the money,
Right.
but you ain't willing
You ain't
to do
prepared
what it takes.
nothing.
You ain't prepared for what the storm gonna bring. You gotta prepare yourself. You gotta put your back against the wall. You gotta show up with your Bible. You gotta be willing to hit your knees. Stop asking God for something. If you ain't prepared to go through the storm, it's gonna take some wall wound. It's gonna take some cuts. It's gonna take some battle. It might take a heart attack to come through, but when you come through from out the storm, you gonna see the sunrise. You gonna see the house that you thought that. Come on, man, stop playing,
Come on, bro.
man.
Like and piggybacking off that, like a lot of people like musically, and this ain't no gas, bro, but just because I sing and I rap and I can do like like forms of music, and might be because like visually how I look, but a lot of people like, oh, dude, you like a Drake type of dude. You can do this and you can do that. You feel what I'm saying? Talent wise, I'm like a Drake. You feel me? Talent wise. But what you have to understand is where he has me beat is what he can deal with and what I can deal with. You feel what I'm saying? Our talent may be the same. I probably could produce and write and sing and do some of those same records. But I couldn't, man, you gotta understand, bro, like Drake came in the game. He was rapping and singing about emotions that people usually didn't express.
Right.
And making it sound good. Now the industry ate it up, but then they gonna turn on you like they always do.
Yeah.
Now they was saying, oh, Drake, an emo rapper. He the type of dude to die in a pillow fight and, like making jokes.
Yeah.
You gotta understand he survived that. He went back to the drawing board, came back with songs like Headlines and making harder music, and every time they tried it, he survived and he got over it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So like even with this thing with like him and Kendrick, and it's just me, I always look at like stuff from a spiritual point of view. You feel what I'm saying? But he just showed you his biggest talent. You feel me? It's never been a artist to go through that from as many artists that he went through it with at the same time. That's never happened. Never happened.
But because nobody on his side though. It's like when it was Tupac and Biggie, there was a lot of people coming to the East, but there was two that they had their people. He was by himself.
You never seen that.
Yeah.
So the fact that like he dropped the album and it still went number one, and he dropping a single and it's still him dropping a single, it's still going number one. I think that's the biggest talent. I think that's why God choose them type of people. You feel what I'm saying? Not because of the craft that they can do. You feel what I'm saying? So like with me, I had to understand that you ain't tough enough. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't tough enough for the spotlight.
Right.
Because like even with me doing impersonations, I read one bad comment and wouldn't get back on the internet all day. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like as talented as I am, I was also like vexed by that, like by that weakness. You feel what I'm saying? So I had to develop like some mental toughness. Man, think about what, like what some of these entertainers and stuff go through and still find a way to, like get back out there and
100%.
still do. You feel what I'm saying? So like I think that while you developing your talent, it's really important that you develop some mental toughness because God don't want to lose you. You feel me? That's just like with your child. If you feel like, hey, this car, I know you can drive, but this car a little bit too powerful for you, you're going to be reluctant to let them loose in that car. So God be wanting you to have that experience, but you got to be tough enough. You feel what I'm saying? Because he don't want to give you a blessing and that blessing be the thing that end up hurting you and putting you in a depression that's going to disconnect you from him. You
100%.
feel what I'm saying? So like,
very true.
Yeah. So I feel like me, for the most part, that was my biggest thing. You feel me? But
how'd you overcome that? Because I definitely experienced that too. Like, cause I'm a YouTuber as well,
right?
And I'm an interracial couple. We did a lot of pranks, and we went viral on these pranks. And there was like a lot of oh, you're a racist. All these,
Right,
like,
right,
these
right.
crazy comments
Right.
that come because you're pranking your girl. And it's like, it's hard sometimes. You're like, bro, you want to defend yourself, but then now you find yourself going back and
Right,
forth.
right,
You're
right.
like, what do I do? How did you deal with it?
Right. So like right now, I'm looking and you got studio equipment in front of you. You feel what I'm saying? So the fruit of the studio equipment may be songs and different things or some beats or some production. It's about what you put in front of you. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what you gonna get fruit from. Meaning, like, what are you focused on?
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because if you don't understand what to keep on, what channel to keep your TV on, you feel what I'm saying? Like you can end up in a very dark place when you don't understand like the power of negativity and keeping something negative in front of you,
100%.
which is the word trauma is basically saying Satan putting a horror movie, putting your TV on a horror movie. Because that's what he want to put in front of you. So the fruit will be, from
Bad
that.
fruit.
Bad fruit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's why we be having experiences in our life that hurt us so bad and it's stuck. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's Satan trying to keep your TV on the same channel.
On repeat.
On repeat. Because that's what you will become. You feel what I'm saying?
I like that analogy.
Right. So the fact of the fact of like being positive and forcing yourself to see something different, even if it starts out with a physical picture that you got to put in front of you, bro. That's what's important.
100%.
That's what's important. You feel
I
what
agree.
I'm saying? Yeah. So like with that being said, the word damage. When you break that word down, to damn age, to stop growth, to stop from aging, it stops right there.
Stop your
To
growth.
damn age, to stop your growth. That's what Satan is doing, because you got to understand Satan ain't growing. Satan was kicked out of heaven.
He's shrinking.
He stopped. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't nothing else after that.
Yeah.
Hence to why when you have a vision or you have a dream or something you want to do, the first thing that comes is why and how it's going to go wrong. Because you getting that vision from somebody that never seen something pan out.
Yeah.
Because that entity, that force, that evil, that devil is premature. You didn't stay the course. You never graduated.
Wow.
So all
That's
the
where that
thoughts that
energy
you
comes
give
from.
us is thoughts of something not being finished. Why it won't be finished. Why it won't work. Why you won't go through. You feel what I'm saying?
So the devil is using trauma to keep us from being, to fulfilling our full potential.
Right. To keep us from being fruitful. So he knows if something positive is in front of you, you feel what I'm saying? It'll produce positive fruit. So every day he trying
Divert
to,
your attention to
and
something else.
especially children.
Oh yeah.
Especially children.
Big time.
That's why a big percentage of females done been through like sexual trauma and stuff like that, because that's what Satan wanted on their TV. To keep them from being fruitful, to keep them from doing things that'll change the world. And you feel what I'm saying? That's how he occupies us. You feel what I'm saying? Through that. You know?
100%. And I think a lot of us are going through that.
Right.
That's what's holding us back, is the trauma. And one thing that's important about trauma is facing it. Because the devil, if you never face your trauma, you'll be carrying right on your back, like right on your shoulders. It's like a backpack of weight. So you have to face your trauma. So let me ask you this: what's the hardest struggle that you ever been through?
Losing my mama, definitely. Feel what I'm saying? And it's because I'm gonna say, like, I fought with her. We fought together. Like, she was sick and I was right there. Like heart disease, you know.
Yeah.
I was right there with her. And the thing about it is, death is like this, like the human glitch, you know, like it's the thing that we aren't prepared for. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it affects us different than any other thing on the planet. You
Very
feel what I'm
true.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, that means it's kind of like anonymous. You know,
Yeah.
it's something that hadn't been studied and hadn't been,
Yeah.
you know, like that's why Jesus had to come to die, to seek out what is this thing?
Yeah.
Why is it so feared and so dangerous and so got so much control over people? Let's go see.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
conquer it. You know? So
and
like
no matter how many deaths you deal with, it's still
right.
the same.
So
How old were you?
this was probably about this was like 2021. You know what I'm saying?
Was it COVID related or just?
Nah. She just always had heart problems.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah. And it's like that was my toughest battle because I didn't have any wisdom and knowledge about that, about death and where do a person go and what happens, and you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the thing that the thing that I learned is like God is God even over death. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where your life stops, that don't mean God stopped right there.
Right.
You feel me? Because we be thinking like
It don't mean her life stops either.
right. And I'm just saying like when we can't see people, that don't mean they out of the sight of God.
100%.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's your range as a human for what you can see and how far your sight can go. But God is God over everything, even death. He owns it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And this is just for anybody, bro, that ever lost somebody.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like if you ever lost somebody, I want you to understand this one thing. That and I'm gonna say this first before I say that. Death is it affects the people that are left behind.
The most.
The people that are gone, they good.
Yeah.
The death is the ones that are left behind. That's who die. You feel what I'm saying?
Part of the heart.
That's the death.
Mm-hmm.
The people that's left behind. Because notice what happened. How the story kick off. God lost a third of his angels. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying?
Satan took him. Yeah.
God lost a third of his angels. Mm-hmm. And I want you to understand like how catastrophic that is for God. When you see two people that are best friends, right? And you see them together every day, and one of them passed, the thing everybody be saying, oh, bro, I know he hurt.
Yeah.
I know he hurt. But they used to be together every day. That means that person, you know that they loved them.
Yeah.
You feel me? The more the love and the stronger the love,
the more
worse the pain.
Yeah.
God is the most efficient lover ever.
Oh.
So he hurts the worst ever.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? His pain runs 1,000,000 times deeper because nobody can love on his level. Jeez. So his attachment is strong, like way stronger than us. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta
stop disappointing them. The people in the world.
Come on, bro. So what you gotta understand is like God know what it's like to be left behind.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the thing about that is with death, what I'm speaking to you right now, God made me understand this. He showed me how, he went through it. Like I know what you
said,
I know what
understand
you feel.
On a whole nother level than even you understand.
Come on, you feel me? Yeah. So now when I start to understand this, it started to help me, and God made me realize this. He said, the people that I lost are the only thing that I desire. Because I have everything.
Yeah, but them.
God has everything but them. That's why the Bible keeps telling you, hey, stop wasting your time with these things, because after you get them, you will still want the people that you want. And after you get them, after you get these things, you will still long for the people that you left hanging to get it.
100%.
The people that you hurt.
And that's why the top is lonely. The real reason why the top is lonely.
Right. So this what he made me understand. He said, if I got people that I want to see again, why are you worried about, are you going to see your people again? Because that's my mission too. Yeah. So if I'm going to the store, I'm going to bring you something back.
Yeah.
You feel me? If I'm finna go eat and you hungry, you know I got a plate for you.
No
He
question.
telling me that's my desire too. You
Yeah.
want to see, so the people that we missing are with God, and the people that God missing are with us.
Yeah. I'm
See
glad
what
you
I'm
said that
saying?
because my hardest struggle too was losing my mom.
Yeah, he lost
Right.
his mama.
And I was 22.
Yeah.
And I
It's
fought.
worse when you young, bro.
And you know, it was tough for me because my parents were divorced, so I was the oldest son. So I'm 21 years old, trying to do medical decisions. They're like, "Hey, should we to call my phone?" I'm like, "So when you said you fought with her, I understood because I was fighting for her on the person, and she's not even like capable of thinking
Right.
straight. So they're asking me questions like, there's one time they're like, "Look, it's so bad. Like the next time that she has to get out the ventilator, we're gonna have to just let her pass because she's struggling. She's
That's
suffering."
painful.
So I'm like 21 years old, like,
Right.
yeah, you know, of course I'm crying, you know what I'm saying? And then I leave. I'm like, yeah, of course. I mean, whatever's best for her. And then when they call my phone, I'm at work. They're like, hey, she needs to get, you know, it's that time. I said, yeah, don't do it. Put her on that shit. Like the next time she needs one, I'm not gonna be the one responsible.
Right.
Like you're gonna put me at 21 years old to make a decision that would say whether she lives or dies.
I understand, bro.
I felt like God. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had the decision like God to take her, and it's your mom's life. So I'm like, hey, I didn't feel like God, but I felt the barren, like the struggle of
The bird.
Now, I
the
know what you're
burden, the
saying.
burden of having to hold a life in
decisions,
your hands.
right.
Yeah. And I said, look, put her on it, because I'm not gonna be having people blame me. But
Right.
it won't, I understand what that's like, and that's hard, bro.
I
It's
feel,
a
yeah,
struggle.
yeah, bro. And that, and the thing about it is, like, this is why God wants us to get to know Him, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know you before today, right? I mean, I seen y'all stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? But this is my first time meeting you and having a conversation with you.
Right.
How did that happen? We both know the same person.
Right.
You feel me? So now guess what? If you know God and your mama know God, y'all still have that connection. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So now when you want to communicate with your mama, you tap in with the mutual person. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that keeps you on God line even more.
Yeah.
You know, like I do it all the time.
Wow.
God, show me a sign. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Show me a sign. Or let me hear from my mama. Easy, bro. It always happen. You feel what I'm saying? It always happen. So like, that's why you gotta be connected with God, because even when people pass, y'all still got that line,
There's
that,
a
that
middleman.
open line of connection. You feel what I'm saying?
like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that was probably like the hardest thing, like
Yeah.
losing my, like losing
People
my
don't
mom.
understand how hard it is.
I want to ask him one thing. Tell me how it was when you met Denzel, when you saw that.
Yeah, so look, bro. Man, dude, when I like I said, we came through, I seen Denzel, and I was tripping like, bro, is that Denzel Washington? I'm like, nah, he wouldn't be in Mansfield. I left. Boom. We come back through, everybody outside, like everybody taking pictures. I'm like, oh, that's him. Boom. I find out where they doing the auditions at. It was a mean lady in there, bro. Every day I came, she told me they wasn't doing no more auditions. Like every day. One, I kept going though. Probably by like the 6th or 7th day, it was a dude up there, a dude at the front desk, and he was like, "Hey man, you coming to audition?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Follow me."
Wow, that's crazy.
Just like that, bro. I went back there, read what they told me to read.
Hold tight. Let's cut it back. You said 6 days and you still didn't give up.
Yup.
So no matter how many times you get denied, you gotta keep going. God, listen, the enemies will deny you multiple times. But you gotta keep going. That's why I like Carissa. To get off that little subject a little bit. They be trying to talk, they be trying to tear that young lady down. They be trying to take
that?
away Carissa. She won last night to
Yeah,
fight.
Carissa Shields.
They be trying to destroy her. You know why? Because she got a big personality. She got a high expectations of
Right.
herself. She
got a lot of confidence.
She got a lot of confidence. And sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you, confidence win a lot of things in life.
Oh yeah, facts.
And that's very important. You gotta have confidence within yourself.
have
to
to.
understand how you gonna get in these opportunities and room. Confidence build championships.
Mm-hmm.
And when I met Funny Mike, I'm tired of saying it, but when I met him with confidence.
Shout out.
Shout out to Mike. I met him with confidence. I didn't go at him with none of that low self-esteem. I know who I was. I know the potentials I could bring. I know what I was willing to bring, and I know what I couldn't bring.
People can sense confidence.
Right.
Like when you walk into a room, it's an energy that people feel.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And that to say,
People respect you just off of
5
that.
to 6 times, he could have stopped. And on that 6th time,
On the 6th time, I went in there. A different person was up there. Now, he asked me, did I want to audition? I ain't even have to say nothing to him. He was like, what's up, man? You hit the audition? I'm like, yeah. He was like, follow me. Boom. I went back there, read the little paper. He was like, man, I think you did pretty good. I'm going to just fit you for your clothing. And boom, boom, boom. So I put the clothes. I mean, they fitted me for the clothes. So we went and did a scene at Camp Minden on this military base. So, bro, it was so hot outside. It was so hot that people was leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was calling their parents, and I'm seeing like people leaving. So I'm like, man, I ain't going nowhere. however this gotta go, that's how it's gonna go.
Right.
But bro, we was out. We came out there at 6 a.m. It was 6 o'clock that evening before they actually called us to do something. So we was waiting that long. So a lot of people had left. Boom. I was looking across the way, and I can see Denzel in this church, like that they were shooting the beginning scene in. I could see him up there. So I'm waiting on my chance to go over there. So we go over there, and this is how God works, bro. Like, this is why you got to be obedient. I walked to where I seen Denzel at. I was first in line. God said, go all the way to the back. That's what he's put in my spirit. He said, go all the way to the back. And I'm like, go to the back, man. I'm right here by the door. Yeah, like this where I went to the back. And everybody was, like, man, what are you doing? He took himself out the line, went to the back. Denzel popped out a door that nobody knew was a door. Guess where it was?
In the
right
back.
in front of me. He grabbed me first.
Ooh.
The last should be first. That's why God told me to go to the end of the line.
That's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying?
He said that because I said that. Did I tell you about that? D Phlo?
I don't know. What is it?
About when that time that I ain't never tell you about that time when I met Funny Mike, and I ain't never tell you about that opportunity when I started training his sister. He hit my DM. He said, man, I need you to train my sister. And I said, man, he said, what you want? I said, man, I just need the opportunity to speak the word of God. I'm talking that before I met him, I'm in the shower, and I told his sister we were doing some workout. She was playing with my time. I needed money. She was playing with my time.
Mm-hmm.
Look what happened. God came to me in the shower. He said, hey, Desmond, I'm ready to bless you. I said, God, not today. Send my blessings to somebody else. Send it to the neighbors next door. They've been more obedient than me. That's what God said. You going to send your blessings to somebody else when I'm trying to bless you? I said, yeah. He said, so what you telling me? I said, I'm going to wait for the next one. God wants to challenge you to see if you really trust and believe in his work and willing to give your blessing, your seed, your tithe to somebody else.
When your obedience. Like, you listen to what he said, and you went to the back of the line.
When God send you a blessing, he want to see what you going to do with it. All the times he send you a blessing ain't just for you. It's for you to spread the word to bless others. And a lot of people go wrong is they keep the blessing for themselves and not knowing they ain't spreading his word. They not sowing. You got to sow into other people to understand how God works. A flower bed ain't a flower bed if you don't have other plants and other roses flying. That's why people say all the time, I'm going to get a fruit basket. And I tell people all the time, why you going to get a fruit basket? They say, because I love different fruits. I say, do you know some fruits help other fruits to become better? Some of the fruits in there ain't all good fruits, but that's what make a fruit basket. Some fruits gotta be bad to make other fruits sweet.
Right.
So when you want a fruit basket, understand some fruits ain't gonna be sweeter than the other one. But you gotta keep eating until you get to the sweet fruits. That's the way God works. Sometimes you gotta be in bad situations to understand how good his purpose is.
To appreciate it.
To appreciate how good he is.
And with you talking about Funny Mike, bro, I just gotta say this, bro. Like this dude been this dude been like throwing me alley hoops my whole career, bro. Like
Really?
like when I first went viral, he just started like he hopped in my DM and was telling me like, hey bro, go do this, go set this on this, and go do that, and get on Facebook and do this. And I was like, dang, because even then, like, you could always feel like the strength of his following.
Mm-hmm.
It was different, you know. And this what Funny Mike following can do that I never see nobody else following do. If he got like 10 million people on YouTube, them same 10 million people will come to his Facebook and do whatever he want them to do. And they'll come to his Instagram and you feel me?
Right.
But like with us, if you want an audience, like I do skits.
Bring him a Twitch.
But if I want a movie audience, I gotta build that
it's a whole
audience
different.
up. With him, his people come
They're
and
moving from
support him
platform.
everywhere. They'll move from platform, and that's powerful, bro.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But like, man, he posted me one time. He posted me one time on Facebook. I got 20,000 followers on Facebook from one post.
Jeez.
And he told me like, hey, bro, this is what I'm finna do for you. I'm finna boom, boom. So like Boosie Bash. I'm at the Boosie Bash like at this time on this Boosie Bash, like I'm just there. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And Hatch my dog. Shout out to Boosie, bro. He did a lot for me too. But like I'm just there. Boom. He walking through. I'm like, Mike, boy, what's up? Man, I'm finna get on stage. You wanna come on stage with me? Bro, my little nieces and nephews and them seeing me on stage lost their minds. Now my daughter don't care about nobody else. Guess what? True story. She always asks about Funny Mike. Like, she always asks. That's the only thing she want to know about, right? So I'm like, Kennedy, man, do you know, like, I took a picture with Oprah? Like, Oprah, I was like, yeah. She said, Daddy, you think Oprah can help us to meet Funny Mike? True story, bro.
Yo.
True story. You feel me? Like, that's just how like powerful this dude is. You feel what I'm saying? With them
With
kids
the youth.
and his
Oh,
influence.
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So like from that time, boom, put me on stage, you know, at the Boosie Bash. That was big. You feel me? Like, that was big for me. Bro, this prom, bro. You know how they be saying Drake stimulus package? Man, that's funny. Mike's stimulus package, bro.
It's crazy.
Can change your life. I'm living it.
He was there with
I'm
me, man.
living it ratchet
Telling you,
now.
man,
I believe
listen, I'm telling you, Funny Mike makes so much of an impact. That boy
Bro.
called me. Listen, before the first opportunity he gave me, he laid up there and told me that he wanted me to play Jordan Dad in this episode, and he said, have you been watching it? At this time, I'm 28, 29. I ran into him. My daughter said, that's Funny Mike. I said, Daddy don't watch YouTube. I don't know who that is. Daddy a street hustler. She said, that's one of the biggest YouTubers. I ran up on him. He had his entourage. They was all ready to scrap and buckled up. I said, look,
yeah, he got
and so look what happened, bro. He hit me one day and said, can you play this role? I lied to him. I said, yeah, I've been watching you. Do you know I sat outside this subdivision for an hour and 30 minutes until he let me in his subdivision? My woman said, at the time, she said, I was leaving. I'm getting out. I'm not waiting out here for this shit. I said, well, baby, keep going. This is my opportunity. And when I went in there,
man.
listen, I had 2,000 followers on Instagram when I went in there, and he posted the clip of me playing in a YouTube video. I went from 2,000 to 20K in 10 seconds. Ooh. My mama say, do you read the comments? These kids talking about killing you. You fighting with Funny Mike. They gonna kill you. You playing with they
That's how they coming.
Encore.
That's how they
and you
coming,
know what I
man.
told my mama? You know what I told my mama? I said, Mama, fuck them. They don't know me. We about to be rich.
Yeah, we don't even read.
We don't care about that, man. She said, I can't stop looking at her. I said, man, you don't know, not
You know, that's
supposed
your
to
mama,
read
so
this.
she's taking
Yeah.
You don't supposed to read this.
Yeah.
You know what she told me? When I first let him meet my mama, she told him, she prayed for him, preached for him, prayed for him, saluted him, and she said, Lord, please, God, let this young man be good for my son, because my son got good intentions. I don't know who bad for me. I go in there with the right intentions. I'm not thinking money. I'm thinking long-term relationship. My mama met him. She prayed on him. My mama, he could go over there before me. My mom's going to pray for him. She going to feed you, the door open. You need to sleep, shower, brush your teeth.
And, you know, and for people like us, that means something.
She got everything for you. Nigga, it ain't, and you ain't got to call
especially,
me.
it means something to everybody, but especially
you ain't got to call me. She going to, hey, get in the bed, rest, get you some sleep, get you everything. Man, do you know, man, listen, man. When I did that video, my mama called me, and when I did that, mama, this one personal, when everybody went against me, mama was still praying for me. Nobody believed in me. You know my mama gonna say, them kids ran up on me in Target and told me, hey, we looking for your son. It's personal, Team 28. You know my mama gonna tell me, oh, son, I think it's about time for me to get some bodyguards. They keep running up on me. I told my mama. I said, mama, you shouldn't be going to that store anyway. Yeah. So your life could change in a matter of minutes of time. Trust and believe in your work and keep being dedicated to your grind. Listen,
but it never happens like that.
It never happened like that.
It looks like it's overnight, but it was really years in the making. Creating your mindset, your skill set, your platform. It's like it takes time, but it looks like it happened overnight. But everybody who happened overnight, they worked hard on that. Just like from you when you was a kid, and you was already having that mindset to not give up. There's a lot of things you said, and one of the things that really stood out to me, that just from hearing you talk, is that you don't give up. Right. No matter what is going on, no matter what you're facing, you keep going, you keep showing up, even if there's no guarantee to have a reason to show up.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you this. Bro. Like this like a parable that I always use. If you at a fast food restaurant, right? And for me, I eat a lot, you know. I order a lot of food. So that put me in a position where they'll pull me down. You know, like, hey, could you pull in style 3? So I'm seeing the cars that behind me steady leaving. You feel what I'm saying? 5 to 6, 7 cars behind me, they gone. Now they bring my food out, and everybody that I was at McDonald's with or whatever, they gone. You feel what I'm saying? I'm the last one to leave. But it's because of the size of my order. When you got something big, you're going to get pulled down because it take longer to prepare something big. Everybody that's leaving is because they got small orders. Feel what I'm saying?
Very true.
Talk said, man. Wow. You got to say it one more time, man. We can't just end the episode like that. I need you to break that down one more time. D Phlo, talk to me, man.
When your order is big, when you order something huge,
and the order got to be coming from who? Who the order coming from?
The order coming from God.
All right, come on now, talk to me.
When you put in a big order,
yes, indeed,
you can't get dismayed because you seeing people get stuff and they got their blessing and they got the size of yours is the reason why it's taking a little longer.
Okay, so when God not blessing you immediately, He preparing your order. So when you order something online and you getting your groceries delivered to you, it's some people that get theirs before you, even though you order before them, because you got more than them, and the blessing's gonna be way bigger than what you expected. So don't expect to show up to one of the fast food restaurants expecting to get your food quicker than the person in front of you. You ordered it.
Nothing but some fries.
Come on now, and you got some. What you got? You got some nuggets. You got some burgers. You got some Big Mac. You got some extra salt. You got more than what you was. Come on now. Sometimes you gotta be patient and wait and understand that God gonna deliver the blessing when you prepared and you ready for it. God ain't gonna give it to you if you ain't prepared and ready for it. You know what you order. You know what you desire. You know what your greatness for, what you're destined for, what your purpose is. Be patient. Be patient. It's gonna take some time. You might lose some things. You might go through some things. People might walk away, but the patience of virtue is the key to success. You gotta have patience. Patience turn into virtue.
Wow,
that's a fact.
That's powerful. So let me ask you this:
Shit,
what legacy? I know, right? You know, he was talking like,
why you gonna preach so much, man?
Definitely love. This is one of the best ones. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
So let me ask you this: what legacy do you want to leave behind? Going back to the legacy, what's your legacy leave behind?
My legacy, bro. I just want, like I was speaking about earlier, I just want people to understand that we are more important than the stuff we hurting each other over. You feel what I'm saying? I want to be a person that's responsible for raising the self-esteem of humans, that we understand how important that we are. You feel what I'm saying? Because if we knew who we was and we had a full understanding of, we would treat each other better. You feel me? Because that's just like with a baby. You give a baby $1 bill or $100 bill, they're going to do the same thing to both. They're going to slob on it. They don't know what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So because we are uneducated on how important that we are, and I don't think people understand, like, all humans are superstars. Every person, because you're the pinnacle of God's creation. You out of all this stuff he created, you're the best thing he ever created. Like, this is his most prized possession, is people.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So just from that standpoint, I think like that's what I want to be known for. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, shifting the culture and making people understand, like, bro, the dude the person you finna rob or the person you finna kill, money is duplicated every day. You feel what I'm saying? They make it all the time. This person, you feel me? Like,
One of a kind.
Right, one of a kind. This person is living, his money is dead. If you're going to be, and that's I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. To be dead really means to be under the subjection of death, being controlled by dead things. If you have a dead master, you're a dead servant. So you don't have to be physically, you don't have to stop breathing to be dead, to be on that side. All you have to do is be controlled by dead things, and you're dead. You haven't went to the store place of where the dead people go, but you are already dead or alive right now. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're
not really living,
you're not living until you understand that I'm on the side of the living. I must protect what's living. I must ride for and prioritize what's living. If you don't, you're dead. You feel me? And that's how a lot of people end up dead, because they're following the dead things. Their master, the thing that controls them, are dead. Sooner or later, you're going to become like your master. If you serving dead things, sooner or later, you're going to die. You feel what I'm saying? So to understand that living means to protect and prioritize what's living, humans. Everything we surrounded by is dead. Everything. We the only thing that has souls, like that God put his intelligence in.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I want people to understand. Like, that's what I want people to get. But like, bro, I done did enough, like just to push God and righteousness forward, like that's just always been my thing. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a powerful message.
Right.
I support the message 100%.
Yeah.
I definitely think that a lot of people, when you ask them, like, what's their purpose, a lot of people think of this like selfish, like, oh, it's all about them. But a lot of people's true purpose is to help others.
Right.
The question is, how are you going to help others? A lot of people try to help people the wrong way. They try to help people in a way that they don't really need. Like, you might, it's just like when you give a bum money. What if they go in OD? You know what I'm saying? They don't really need money. They need support. They need a way to get out of their situation.
Right.
So if you're going to help people, you got to help people in a way that really benefits them.
Right.
And you have to help people that doesn't pull you down. So a lot of people don't help people because they help someone and they got screwed over. It's like you have to find a way to help people that, because when you help someone, it's a feeling you get that you can't really get anything else.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why we do this podcast. Like, we're trying to help the world, heal the world, help guide the world to God. Into just a better mindset, So I definitely respect that. Putting in movies is powerful. Right. Finding a way to, if you can, and I would love to see you do it. I do want to say that it was great talking to you. Just amazing conversation. I love the energy you bring, and everything you said, I agree with. You didn't say nothing where I was like, I don't know about that. You said everything I agree with. I want to see you create, because you're creating movies, and your vision is to paint this picture. I want to see you find a way to make people understand what you just said. I'm talking about one of them movies. It could be about the hood. It could be about whatever.
Right.
Somebody going through something in their life that made them realize they're living that life. They might have been taking lives or selling crack or doing something that was taking lives or whatever the case may be. And they found a way to realize that the money wasn't what was worth something. It was about the people. The people was what mattered. I want to see you paint that. However you want to do it, whatever it is that works for you, I want to see that.
And thank you for that too. But I want to say this. I seen a like a little video clip of a dude saying he was like, if somebody told you I'm gonna give you $10 million, but you only got one day to live, would you take it? And it was like, nah. So he was like, well, that should make you understand that your day, the fact that you living right now, you rich. It's bigger and worth more than millions.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta like put things beside each other just to make people understand. Like I be asking like the younger crowd, like, which one you hate most? Your ops or jail? Feel what I'm saying? Like, which one you hate most?
Man, where you get all that knowledge from?
Your ops or jail? You feel me? Like that, you gotta put things beside other things, the right things to, you know,
challenge
like
their
To
mindset.
see that perspective,
Understand.
like you
Right.
said it right. Like a lot of people would say the 20 million. When you say no to the 20 million, you realize that one day is worth more than $20 million.
Right.
One day.
One day.
And we're given 365 in a year, however many years we have left. Every day is worth 20 million or 100 million. Like
Right.
that's the real value of it. People don't see that. Or even a life.
Yeah.
The value of taking someone's life.
Right.
If every day is worth $20 million and you take someone's life and you go to prison for life, how many 20 millions did you lose?
Right.
Was it really worth taking their life? Like every single day that you spend in jail for the rest of your life, for 25 years or whatever, is $20 million you lost.
And I want to say I want to say this too real quick, but like, man, Louisiana culture is so crazy because like we so poverty stricken, you feel me? And everything that like people see, like even the good stuff, it like that's where it derives from. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's where it derives from. Like we so poverty stricken, when you hot, ain't got an AC in your house, you're hungry, you ain't got no food in your refrigerator, you ain't got no money to go get nothing, you ain't got to ride to the store. When you in that predicament, all you have is your respect. You feel what I'm saying? That's the mentality. So now it's like I'm already doing bad and everything going bad. You ain't gonna disrespect me too. That's why it's so much murder. You feel what I'm saying? That's why the state is like so. That's why it's so much killing, because all people literally got, all they have is they respect, and they dying and killing about the only thing that they have. If I'm in a rut, if I'm down, I'm in my lowest. I can't let you disrespect me too. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, like, that's
That makes sense.
That's the mindset. That's why it's so much going. Bro, these are hurt people that's doing stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They going through stuff. You know,
People hurt people, man. You heard what he said.
right?
Said.
So like, yeah, I just wanted to point that out and.
No, I mean, we could have a whole conversation about that. Because this isn't just a coincidence.
right.
This is a system that was built to keep it this way.
Facts.
Keep a cycle of keeping certain people down and
Right.
certain people up, because that environment is created.
Yeah, that environment definitely. And see, that's what I was saying it for. Like, I just be wanting people to like focus on being more emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And not going by what we feel, because
Yeah.
what you feel is almost always wrong. Because the Bible tells you the heart is the heart, the center of where the feelings are produced at is deceitful above all. You feel what I'm saying? It's deceitful above everything. That's the thing that like is at war with your brain.
Yeah.
At
Battle
war
with
your
yourself.
Right, at war with your thinking, your emotions.
Yeah.
And you only get hurt that's the purpose of pain, to cut off the brain. Nobody thinks when they hurt and when they mad. That's a skill that you got to develop.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I was getting at. Like, that's what we need to start doing. getting in them situations, in them tough situations. And I heard Nipsey say, work on like the way you respond when you feel disrespected. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know? So like that's what we gotta do as a culture. We gotta understand like how to start moving and responding in a way that gonna keep us free and alive. You feel what I'm saying? But the whole little gangster perpetuated street thing is like almost in every situation is asking you to crash out. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's the street motto. Like don't think, just go and do it and crash. And if you got somebody that do think, the culture frown up on them. You feel what I'm saying? For probably like not wanting to lead their kids or not wanting to, you know, go spin on somebody or go take that trip or do you know what I'm saying? But like, bro, we just gotta start moving smarter and start understanding the roots of what got us thinking that way.
Why
Because a
people
lot
are
of
doing
it don't
that.
make sense.
It don't.
Yeah.
You just broke it down really well. And I definitely appreciate that. And I think the world needed to hear that.
Yeah.
It's got to stop. The violence got to stop, period. It's just no matter what the reason is, if we can value people over things,
Right.
or even over our mindsets, ourselves, like, because it's not always about money.
Right.
But it is big, though. Money's a big thing.
Right. Even mindset.
Yeah, mindset. Like,
it's
hurt
there.
somebody over a mindset, but the mindset came from money, so you got to see the whole cycle of it.
Exactly.
Money is still the
contributing factor.
Exactly,
right?
the contributing factor. But either
Right.
way, we have to realize that when you're hurting someone, you're hurting yourself. When
Fact.
you're hurting somebody, you're hurting their kids. You're hurting their family. You're hurting their mom. You got to think about that stuff. The violence got to stop. It's out of control. Even the wars that are going on, all violence. What is the benefit of taking someone's life? What is the true benefit?
Right.
Oh, you got some money or they disrespected you. But it's like, but what did you gain? Because at the end of the day, only one or two things are going to happen. Either you're going to get locked up or someone is going to come for revenge. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to have to look over your shoulder your whole life. There's no benefit to this other than the respect, which I can understand. But you know what I say to that? Get up out there. Get it, like we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Get up. If you feel like your respect is worth more than your freedom or your happiness, then you need to just leave.
And I'm gonna say this. This is the last thing I'm gonna say, bro. Like, I wanna make like them youngsters understand you could slang iron on the street to build your respect, and everybody on the street could respect you. When you go to the pen, they don't know you. Now you starting all over. You gotta build your respect up again. And there ain't no guns in there.
Yeah.
So all this y'all be putting in all this work to be respected on the streets just to go to the pen, and all that work be depleted. Now you gotta do it all over again. You feel what I'm saying? You done did all this to get respect on the streets, but in the pen you know you back at ground zero. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no guns in there. You gotta live by a whole different set of rules. So don't put all y'all energy into trying to build up your respect on the streets just to go to jail and, you know, now nobody don't know you. You're a freshman again.
You gotta do it all over again.
Facts.
That's some great information.
Yeah.
People gotta hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to y'all, bro. Shout out to y'all. Because the reason why I was so adamant about doing this podcast, just on a day-to-day basis, where is a place or dwelling that is like God friendly, that you can go and talk about God? You feel what I'm saying? It's not a lot of places like that. You feel
Very
me?
true.
But so like that's why I got so much to say about God, because I'm in a place where it's cool. It ain't a lot of places that you can go and let that side of you out. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So shout out to y'all for just having a place. And man, like the air in here is so clean, bro. Like not the physical air, but the spiritual air. You feel me? It's a certain type of atmosphere like that hit me soon as I came in this room, bro. Like no cap. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all for just creating that space to where people can come and talk about God. You feel what I'm saying? Or making it cool or making people comfortable with talking about God. You feel what I'm saying?
Sir.
That's important. That's
sure.
important, bro.
That's what we're here for, bro. I feel like the world needs it right now. You know, more than ever. You know, and he helped guide me to that. You know, when I was doing, like when I still do my podcast, I talk about God now. When I first started, I didn't but I feel like, bro, the world needs to understand the power of God. How much God can change your life. A lot of people don't see it. It's like fast. Everybody's trying to move fast, and they're not patient enough to wait for God's blessing. And that's why a lot of people aren't making it nowhere. So we're just trying to do our part to try to guide people to God. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when people are talking about God, they're like old and they're not able to relate to the younger generation. Like we want to be that segue. Yeah. Just like if we made them. That's why I had those examples in the movie. Segue to the younger generation. Yeah. They're the ones who need to hear it. The older people know, a lot of them, but the younger people need to hear it because they're the ones making decisions that are going to change their whole life. Once you get to a certain age, you're like, I'm going to stop doing that. Yeah. The young people are doing it now. They need to hear it, so we're trying to talk to them. Right. So I always try to speak to them specifically like, look, it's time to change now. If you wait, because nobody was telling me. I was out there doing the same shit, so I understand, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs and all that. That shit will put you in predicaments that can completely screw up your whole life. Right. So let's change now.
Right. So it's important to, like, come to God when you got some type of value. Yeah. God don't, just like how you don't want nothing all old and used up, and God don't want you like that. God wants you in your prime where you beautiful and you look in a certain type of way and people paying attention to you. That's when you hold some value. Yeah. Don't throw all your glory years at the devil, and then when it's all over with and nobody don't want to hear what you got to say, then you creep up in the church. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I always come to church. I always give yourself to God, but I'm just saying, like, it's important that people see people that they deem as important and they can, look up to talking about God and you feel what I'm saying? 100%. That's important.
That's powerful. So just keep spreading that word, bro. Keep spreading that word, that knowledge.
Bro.
Man, I gotta say, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. We did a lot of podcasts. You one of the best that we ever did.
I appreciate
you brought a lot of different game, a lot of different knowledge. You didn't hold back not one time. You spread the word. You spoke the word. You lived the word, and you overcame the word. And I don't know, to be honest with you, and it's just this how I feel. God saved his best for last. And when he showing me, because a lot of times I got to speak to the world, a lot of times I get impatient because I feel like I deserve to be farther than what I'm supposed to be in life. I keep it so real with people. I know people don't keep it real with me. I keep it so 100. I know people don't keep it 100 with me. But at the end of the day, God say, who you to judge? Leave it up to me. So when I tell God all the time why I'm going through the things that I'm going through, when I'm being obedient and being fruitful to your word, he said, because you're not prepared for what I'm ready to give you. And when I heard him speak and him speak the word and all the transition, all the things he went in life and all the things he had to overcome, why he ain't farther than what he's supposed to be? Because God got that rubber band on him. And if you notice, when I say that rubber band,
come on,
it's that rubber band when God pulling you so far in life, he pulling you back. And when he pull you back, you questioning why. But when he release you,
come on,
your release be farther than what you imagine. I'm trying to tell you something.
That's tough.
You gotta let your release be ready to be farther than what you expect.
Right.
A lot of times we don't expect to go far in life, but when God pull you back to release you, your release be farther, man.
And when you sit there and complain, when it's pulling down there, you sit there and complain. You ask for him to release it now. I can't deal with it no more. I can't deal with it. He might release it, but you're not gonna launch as far.
Right.
My goodness gracious, man. I want to appreciate you, man, and I really want to take the time out to just say, is it anything that we could help in any way to help you, better you, just increase your career in any way. In any way. I mean, I got something on my heart, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Big Team, I'm known for loving and caring and giving away a lot of things and being a genuine person, man. And you came on here and you spoke some knowledge. Like, a lot of people coming up and really touch my heart. And you came on and touched my heart, man. And you really came on and really, Big T don't get out of his house on Sundays, man. And I came out the house on Sundays and you really touched my heart. Is it any way, anything that I can help you in any way, me and D Phlo, man? Because I really, to be honest with you, man, is it anything you desire? Because I'm going to be honest with you, man, you did something to me tonight, man. You showed me a lot, bro. And I ain't going to lie. I see you got your Apple Watch. Is that the watch you love? Is that the watch you wear all the time?
Yeah.
90% of the time? Man, listen, man, I'm gonna do this for you, man. Um, damn, man. You know, they bless me and I love blessing other people, man. You really brought it to the mind because I understand the situations and circumstances you went to, man, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Big Team just got this watch a week ago. I'm a brand ambassador for them people and I love them people, man. And I bless him and I blessed another person, man. And I got the box, I got the receipts, I got the paper tag, I got the links to it, man. And it won't be right if I don't leave you with this, man. Real talk. You came and blessed me, man. And it just hurt me. And I'm gonna go ahead on, man. I got the links, I got the box, I got everything to that mug. And I know it might not fit your wrist. My wrist might be bigger, it might be a little smaller, but Big Team gonna go ahead and bless you with this, man. I just had this watch on a week, and this watch a week strong. He got the plain
That's
Jane.
crazy, bro.
And I want you to wear that, man, and I want you to wear that because you deserve that. See, can you fit it? If you can't fit it, I still got the box, I got the links, I got everything to it, man. And
sure,
just,
bro?
man, come on, man. You came on. Just it should be able to fit because I know my wrist bigger than yours, man. And I switch it the other way, man. Ain't the way you put that thing on. A lot of people ask about that watch. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That
No,
mug super heavy too.
that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. And our Big Team don't just give away nothing, but see if you could. I got the box. I want you to have the box. I want you to have the links and different things. No. Let me show you, man. Take your time.
Yeah, see, this is expensive.
Let me, yeah.
Let
me help y'all, man.
Oh, okay, it worked two ways.
It go that way, man. I got the links and stuff. I got the links. And I got the box,
it's
man.
nice.
But I'm gonna give you that, man, from me and my brother D
bro.
Phlo. Yes, indeed. And let them know that the time is everything, and time would matter the most. And you got to be willing to put in the time. He just didn't come on and just talk about the Kevin Gates, about the different things. He talked about the word of God, and it ain't too many people willing to share that word of God. This man broke it down from here to here to here, and what matters the most. And listen, man. Big Team and D Phlo can't pay you back for just having your knowledge and your love and your wisdom. But if it's anything we could do, man, I love you for that, man, and I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you,
man. Listen, man, it's all love, baby.
Oh yeah,
it's all love, man.
Good to meet you, dog.
Right?
Yes, for sure.
Hey,
Yeah, but all I want, bro, is when I want to come running, bro, I just want to be able to pull up and do this right here.
Anytime.
Yeah,
anytime.
Anytime, man. Let them know where they can find you at.
Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, Clutch Williams. Clutch Williams _ on Instagram, Clutch 318 Money on YouTube. But you go anywhere, you type in Clutch Williams, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
it's popping up.
Yeah, you gonna see me.
Make sure y'all follow him. We'll see you on this episode.
Most definitely, man. That's yours, bro. That's yours, dog. I got the box and shit.
Hey, bro, come on,
I got
bro.
the box and shit, cuz.